So still riding high off the Washington Commanders' blowout victory versus the Arizona Cardinals yesterday, the most complete game that I've seen the Washington Commanders team play in years. Something that stood out to me was something that was one of the worst issues about this team. That is the defense. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody. We're going to run and put our bodies on people in a violent manner.
I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty's
You know what time it is. It's time to come out.
I love the way she move it, shake it on me.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We enter the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders' biggest issue headed into the Arizona Cardinals game actually showed up and showed out. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so I'd be greatly appreciate it if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So yesterday, the Washington Commanders beat the Arizona Cardinals 42-14, and obviously we knew the offense was going to show up. Prior to this game starting, I thought the Washington Commanders would be in for a shootout, given the fact that our defense the prior couple weeks to start the season have been atrocious, giving up 100 yards to each receiver, a lot of receivers, letting wide receiver ones kill us. Started with Mike Evans, then you had Chris Godwin, wide receiver 2, killing us. Then Malik Neighbors, rookie, killed us in week 2. Week 3, Jamar Chase killed us. We continue to give up a lot of points, and the defense was just not looking good at all. However, versus the Arizona Cardinals, it was the complete opposite, and I have to give some credit to each and every person that participated in this defense yesterday. Yes, even Emmanuel Forbes did something good in his fair shares of snaps. Joe Witt Jr. said prior to the game starting early in the week of his press conference, he said this defense is getting close. He said we're almost there, and if this is what this defense could look like, if this is how this defense could be, we could be in some freaking trouble, or like they could be in some trouble, I should say. The NFL, we are going to be in great hands. They're in trouble because the defense was the issue to hold this team back. Now we're seeing them jail. We're seeing them finally come around and making the plays, and this was just the start of it. You know, the biggest thing that I said, and I felt like that was hindering this defense from being successful, was the talent. We don't have necessarily the best talent, or at least on the back end and the secondary. However, another thing that we can control this year is I felt like that they weren't playing free. They were overthinking. They were not going out there just playing ball and trusting themselves. They were thinking too much, trying to make the plays, and we were missing tackles. But yesterday was like the first time that I've seen all 11 guys play free. The only guy that I've seen play free the whole season was Frankie Lufel. But now we're seeing all these guys play free. We're seeing all these guys play together as one unit, and that was a sight for sore eyes, because I'm like, where has this defense been at all season? So I was like, okay, obviously we're capable of being competent. No, again, we don't have the best talented defense, but we have a defense that is competent, and that can play well. Yesterday was the first time it looked like a Dan Quinn defense. Yesterday was the first time that we were able to get consistent pressure on a quarterback. I mean, Dante Fowler with like 2.5 sacks yesterday. Kyler Murray, he wasn't able to. We made Kyler Murray a pocket passer. He was not able to extend plays with his legs. Kyler Murray had 3 rushing yards. Are you kidding me? And he was sacked for 3 times. 3 rushing yards for Kyler Murray. We know how dangerous Kyler Murray is with his legs, and us as a defense was able to slow him down and was able to not allow him to kill us with his legs. Do you understand how important that is? Because only guy else that we have on this schedule coming up is Lamar Jackson. That is Kyler Murray, capable of extending plays, and we were able to shut down Kyler Murray legs. That gives me confidence that we can, potentially hold Lamar Jackson. Now, again, I don't think Lamar Jackson is completely going to get shut down for 3 yards rushing, but I do have confidence that at least, okay, we can do it. We did it to Kyler Murray. We can do it to Lamar Jackson. This defense was able to cover really well. Marvin Harrison, he did have a touchdown on the opening drive on a 4th down. Noah Eganogany was in good coverage. That's just a great ball and great route by Marvin Harrison. But pretty much after that, in the 4th and 12 conversion later in the game, he really didn't do much of anything, if you ask me. And that is their best weapon. That is their go-to guy, their rookie receiver, and we pretty much took him out of the game. Now, I want to know if this is much of it, this defense is talented and this defense has what it takes to be successful, or if was this just Cliff Kingsbury giving us the ins and out on how Kyler Murray is and how to stop him. It could be a mixture of both, but I'm very interested to see how this defense does moving forward, because we do have a better team as far as weapon-wise coming to Washington this Sunday. That is going to be the Cleveland Browns. Now, I know offensively the Cleveland Browns has stunk. They're not a really good team. However, this is going to be a good task for this defense because you have Amari Cooper, who's really good. You have Elijah Moore, who's been getting open all season, and you have David Njoku. You have a lot of other weapons on that Browns team that is capable of doing damage. So I wonder if to see if Monday or Sunday yesterday was the start of something special for this defensive unit. I loved each and everything about this defensive unit. The secondary played great. Forbes could have had himself a pick, but he was just a hair late. Noah Iguodala actually made a play, breaking up the pass. He broke down on a route and came down and broke it up. We actually forced turnovers yesterday. I mean, who forgot, right? You might have forgot, but special teams, we could have had a fumble on the opening kickoff, but we weren't in the right spot. But that was kind of the start of a turnover day. Then Frankie Louisville not giving up on a play, 20 yards down the field, he forces a fumble and a clear recovery by Washington. We were able to cause turnovers. We were able to get pressure on the quarterback. We were able to cover the receivers, not really give them no windows to throw. I'm telling you guys, if this is just the defense scratching the surface, and this is just the start of what this defense can be, Washington is going to be dangerous, because you already see the historic numbers that our offense is putting up, and that was with no help from the defense. Yesterday, we finally got some help from the defense, and we were able to beat the Arizona Cardinals team 42-14. Now, I want to say this because I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, y'all didn't play anybody. Y'all are playing the Cardinals. Well, let's just go back, okay, to start the season. The Cardinals is a Marvin Harrison, Kyler Murray connection away from winning that game week 1. Then in week 2 they blow out the Rams. Then in week 3 they're a pick 6 away from potentially beating the Lions. So this is a team that could very well be 3-0 or 3-1 at this point, right? You know what I'm saying? This isn't a team that just is trash. They are a talented team, right? But we are just one of those good teams now. And yes, I am saying it. I'm popping my trash. I understand it's week 4, but I'm saying it. The Washington Commanders is a good football team. So that's just what happens when you face a good football team. We make solid teams look trash because we are a good team. 7 out of 9 of our possessions on offense were converted for points yesterday. And then the defense came right back on the field, got us a stop. After Jaden Daniels threw an interception, what did the defense do? They gave us stops. The defense kept us in the game and it's a difference when your offense capitalizes off of a defensive turnover or a defensive 3-and-out. Like, it is amazing because in years past, when we didn't have nobody at the quarterback position, we just had a regular Jag. He would give the ball right back after our turnover, or he wouldn't turn it into nothing. But we, as a team, is talented enough at the quarterback position really to turn our 3-and-outs and turnovers into 7. So that is why it is important for this defense to continue to play at the place that we know that they can play at, because if they can do that, this team is dangerous, and I don't see anybody stopping us. Yesterday, again, complimentary football. The offense was really good, putting up 42 points. The defense created turnovers, getting stops on 3rd down, getting pressure in the quarterback's face. How about Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne finally showing up? Can they get consistent? Have they figured it out? Is Joe Witt Jr.'s scheme really good? But they just took some time to get used to. Jeremy Chin flying around. A lot of people was on Jeremy Chin head, but he was making plays, coming down on the ball, making hard hits, wrapping up, tackling. Yesterday was the first time that I seen us tackle really well. Now, with all this positivity, I do have to be honest and say the only thing that does concern me still moving forward is the running game, because James Conner, let this have been a close game, James Conner would have been feasting on us, but they got down so early and they had to pass. But James Conner was really good for them too, and that is another running back that was really good. You know, obviously, last week it was Chase Brown, and it was Zach Moss, and then the week prior to that it was Devin Singletary, and then the week prior to that it was Rashad White and Bucky Irvin. So one thing that I still think is a little bit shaky is the running defense, but other than that, the defense played its best game of the season, and I only think this team is going to get better. And I only think this team is just scratching the surface. And again, like I said before, with this team just scratching the surface, if we can get this consistent play out of the defense for the rest of the season, I don't see us really losing many games because the offense has already arrived clearly, and the defense was the biggest issue. But yesterday they're coming off of a really good game, and I'm hoping that this is just the start of something special. Now, I do want to say, give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, that is SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the place for you if you want to go to any sporting event and know the Commanders are coming back home for the first time in a couple weeks, and you can get $20 off your first purchase by punching in the promo code JuanGotti to get $20 off your first purchase. So I did want to give you guys that little nugget right there. Go ahead, use that promo code. I'm telling you, it is going to come in clutch.
Call me
Now, I do want to end this video by showing you guys a little snippet of a song that I made. Just listen to this. This is about Jaden Daniels and the Commanders.
Jaden Daniels, I changed the whole franchise like Jaden Daniels. You didn't believe in me, why are you hating? I put the team on my back like my name Jaden. You wasn't here when we was down, so now that we up, don't try to find your way around. I'm only talking to the real Skins fans that endured all the pain that we did, man. I'm talking about 3-13 and no chance. I'm talking about dance, not a taking fans. I'm talking about FedEx Field being empty.
What you know
When FedEx Field was empty.
Who was there?
Now it's filled to the top cause JD5 here. And now it's filled to the top
Cause Dan Quinn's
here.
yeah.
I can't believe this, but Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn saved us. And now we can be happy rooting for the Skins, though. Daniels Jaden Daniels. I changed the whole franchise like Jaden Daniels. You didn't believe in me, why are you hating? I put the team on my back like my name Jaden. Daniels Jaden Daniels.
Yes, sir. So that's my little song. I made it. I was so happy today. I had to make a song about Jaden Daniels, man. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. See y'all later. Peace.